I'm gonna do a harvest video today for flowers, and then I'll try to get some of the arrangements that we're making for this weekend. Out here in what we call the lower lot, it's about a half acre down here. Got raspberries lining the side with some blackberries here as well. The bugs have been so bad I haven't actually picked. But it's a great place for me to get usually grasses, although this year I don't have as much grasses as I want. Very odd here. We only try to mow this path and then the path up to our compost, which leads up to our corn garden. And so we kind of let this go wild a little bit. And so as we're down here, I'm always checking on what's going on. One of the things that we like to use is actually what other people think is a weed, but goldenrod. It's actually really common. I do try to leave quite a few blooming. You can see up here, just this one corner. There's a whole section over here that's blooming, whole section over here. There's a bunch more, sorry I'm spinning, but down there as well. So the bees and pollinators are happy, and they also then self-seed, and I don't have to do anything. The other thing that we will be harvesting today down here is Queen Anne's, and I'm going to actually harvest some at the seed pod, or the seed stage, for some greens. One thing to note is that you can kind of see our hoop house is up at the top of that trail right there. Just to give you perspective on where we are, that's our garage up there, house is back there with the red shed, and then the cut flower bed is here, and the corn garden is over there, back there, and then all the raised beds are up here. Next, I'm going to be going down into the woods right there to see the whole fern section. I left my cart up there, and this is some of our woods. You can see we have tons of ferns down here, so I don't mind harvesting some. The amount I'll harvest, you won't even be able to tell the difference, really. Big thing is to not harvest all in one spot and keep rotating through. With ferns, you really do need to harvest them a couple days, or at least a day in advance, and put them in a cool, dark place, ideally, and make sure that they are mature enough, or they will wilt very quickly. So that's my goal right now. I have just grabbed a bucket out of the cart. I didn't want to have to pull the cart back up through all these rocks. And this is a well-used deer, coyote, bobcat, turkey path, probably among others. And so it stays pretty open. We've talked about actually extending this path down and around the back of the bank. Try to stick right on the path that was the deer have already made. You kind of see it sweeps through these ferns. I'm still learning on best harvest guides on all of these different things, but just trying to share what I've learned so far from my own trials, as well as some of the stuff I've read. All right, good morning. So the storms came in pretty well. So I had to wait till this morning to get going to finish doing the harvesting. For the most part, I just have over here to do, and mainly this back bed of cosmos I needed to pick. Probably pick some of these marigolds as well, and I need to do some Queen Anne's lace. I think a little bit more of that will be good. And then I have zinnias back here, and some snaps also to pick. This guy will be perfect. Well, the dill looks beautiful this morning with all the dew and the rain, I suppose. Rained pretty heavily last night. Maybe we'll pick some more yarrow as well. Get some good white. Like I said yesterday, I'm planning on trying to get the green seed pods of the Queen Anne's for one of the bouquets I'm doing. not just the flowers. Some people will complain about how messy Queen Anne's is, so that's another reason to try harvesting at different stages. But beautiful morning. And I have some of these zinnias to harvest over on this side. And I might do some extra dill as well. It's great texture in bouquets. I have more Lizzies that I could pick, but I may wait on those. And then in the hoop house, I did harvest a couple of the Lizzies late. As you can see, I left quite a bit of base so that all these side shoots could possibly and hopefully give me a second flush before it gets too cold and not enough sun. So here's some more of the snaps and larkspur that I can pick as well. So, oh, and I need to tie this guy back up, looks like. All right, here's what I'm gonna bring into the house. Got the larkspur, celosia, caspedia maybe? I think they're sunballs. I picked that gorgeous green zinnia, glads. Here's a bunch of the ferns. Got yarrow, some Queen Anne's, status, and the field daisies. Have some of the celosia rain, some of the large ones. A bunch of the greens that we picked. Amaranth. And sunnies and more greens. And then here I have a bunch of the zinnias and some of the Lysianthus. Are in there as well. And then I have a couple of these asters. Finally have some length to them. They're not crazy tall, they're right at my tall bucket height. But I think this should give me a pretty good base to do what I want to do for the custom bridal shower bouquet I'm doing and the few centerpieces. And then what I'll do is I'll come back out, because I'm starting pretty early here. I'll be able to come back out and pick if I need anything else. Try not to overpick right now, as we've had a really odd year and I want to keep things going as much as I can. So I have the flower crown and the cake topping flowers in this box all covered up. That has some oregano flowers and borage flowers, sunnies, and dill, which will go well with the theme we have on these flowers. So I did 4 of these little bud vases and then 3 of the foam tabletop with little accents to try to get that enchanted forest theme, a little whimsical, right? So here's the other 2. I did a bouquet with a beautiful Lizzie right in the center, and then the purple Lizzies also, and some of the small sunnies in here. And I did the photographer was asking for photos, for being able to do photos with her holding some of the flowers. And then the main centerpiece here has some dragonflies and butterflies in it as well. And this one is in that fun vase. And Jace helped me get all the boxes ready as well. So it's quite a bit of an amount of arrangements and flowers. And then I also did the bridal party, the bridal shower one. So I've got that done in the house also. And I still have flowers left over, and I still have a bunch of flowers I haven't picked. So can still do quite a few orders this weekend if they come in, which is great. But overall, I think this is looking pretty darn good. Happy with it. And we're been talking to the photographer. Maybe I'll be able to get some of the photos of the event, minus the people, of course, of just the flowers and how everything looks set up and how these do. So if I do, I will give you guys an update, probably on Instagram, but maybe on here on YouTube. But thought you guys would like to see them, and they should be picking up here in the next 10 minutes, and then we've got the event is later tonight. So let me know what you guys think and how I did. This is first event flowers, so lots of fun, and of course doing good and trying to help people smile is what I'm really about in this flower journey. So being able to donate some of my time and the flowers today was important.